Ozzy, it's been fun getting to know you virtually. As someone who lives in Sonoma County, I had, of course, heard your name, but learning your story was super interesting. You're a local boy who went to the community college and started a local business, a bakery which was successful and led you to start three others. Tell us how you first got involved in public service and what made you go from focusing solely on your business to juggling your time so you could serve on the city council.
My involvement in public service was, dare I say, not intentional. My experience has been around business development and entrepreneurship, philanthropy, and nonprofit work. So I never fathomed that I'd be serving my community in this way. But there was a call to action. There was a call to action in the city of Healdsburg during the Black Lives Matter movement, where our ex-mayor resigned. And I looked around in my community and, I was busy, doing my normal day-to-day, and this circumstance happened, right? And I looked around my community. I said, who can I help uplift? Whose voice can I help raise? And I looked around and I said, Ozzy, I think this is you. Our city was in a precarious place with only 4 council members needing the 5th. And I made my commitment to serve. And here I am 6 months later, from a council member to now the vice mayor of Healdsburg.
What advice would you give to others who are thinking about serving in local government?
Young people thinking about starting their own business or serving, or thinking about serving in the civic world, is to be yourself. I think frequently what happens to BIPOC individuals when they're thinking about engaging in public service or in government, historically, silos of information and knowledge we haven't had access to. And sometimes individuals, when they're engaging in these new spaces, may think they have to do a certain thing or be a certain way. At the end of the day, just be yourself, be courageous, and it's scary, right? We don't have many that look like us in these positions of power, so frequently we self-sabotage. Don't do that. Just be yourself.
Ozzy, you refer to yourself as one of the first brown, queer individuals in local government here in Sonoma County. Has being the first been challenging and difficult?
So my role is different. And the way in which it's different is that I have to consider not only how decisions that I make in a leadership role affect our broader community, but I also have a lived-in history specific to Latinx, our Latinx community. And so I color my perspective with advocacy for them. And yes, of course, I am an advocate for all in our community, and I listen to everyone in our community.
You're a role model, Ozzy, to so many young men and women in our community. What has inspired you to do all you're doing?
Breaking barriers. My whole entire life, I have been told that I can't do this and I can't do that. When I first opened my first business, my 3rd customer that came in told me that I wouldn't last 30 days. And I've had my business for a decade. Every day my door is open is telling those individuals that didn't believe in me that I couldn't do this. It's telling them like, yes, I'm doing this. And sometimes I always don't do it inherently. But that's what inspires me is when people tell me no, I just want to break through that. I want to convince them wrong. Because I'm tired. I think our community is tired of people telling us that we can't do this, that we should be that. Well, yes, we can. We can be this. And yes, we can break through that. So that's what inspires me.
We know the road ahead may not be easy, but is there anything that you have found that makes this work less challenging?
I know sometimes when I'm going through something, whether it's in the entrepreneurial world or in government, and it's hard, it's challenging. It's kind of like when I'm about to break through that barrier, but I'm not there. So what makes it easier for me is like my community. So, reaching out to people that you normally wouldn't reach out to create some sort of like net, some safety net for yourself. So that in a way, if you surround yourself with people that I'm only as good as my community, and it makes me stronger, and it gives me power and empowerment.